the stratification of magic assets. This is a whole new issue. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
In this moment that Wizards is making, it's kind of trying to kill, I guess, the secondary market. In this moment, it's tough to find what's worthwhile and what isn't. It's tough to sort through all of it and try and figure out how can I maintain the value even if it's not going up. How can I focus on things that I know aren't going to fall through the floor, aren't going to get reprinted every 5 minutes? How can I do that? Well, one thing I noticed is the truly quality stuff, the truly high end of the market is separating itself. It's stratifying. The market is stratifying. What do I mean by that? Stratification is like when layers happen in a similar fluid and they kind of don't interact due to different conditions. An example, in our atmosphere, we have the stratosphere, and all those later layers are stratified. They're on top of each other and they don't mix so much. When they do mix, this is when big storms happen and shit like that, right? So, stratification of the magic market. Let's discuss that. Let's talk about sealed boxes first, right? Now, it's a cooling off of the market. We've entered kind of a bear market for magic cards. So what are we seeing in the sealed market? Not everything is dropping. Well, okay. Everything has dropped a little bit. Some things a lot more than others. And this is what I mean about stratification. The truly valuable and rare stuff isn't coming down as much as the stuff that was bought on speculation that it was as rare. Like, say you bought a Future Sight box during the run-up, you would have paid twice as much as what you're paying now. Mercadian Mass, these types of things are coming. Mercadian Mass isn't a bad set, but compared to, Urza's Destiny or Stronghold, it's coming down more. It makes sense. Urza's Destiny and Stronghold are coming down a less percentage than freaking newer boxes that have more out there. I mean, it's kind of logical, right? But when you see how the market is behaving right now, it's not a clear, 25% discount across the board. Some things are going down by 40%. Others, only 10%. So you want to aim to be in that 10%, right? You want to aim to be in that upper strata, that upper layer of the magic market. And we're seeing a lot more of that, not only in sealed boxes, but we're seeing it in raw cards too. When you look at raw cards, I'm going to use this as an example because this is where I've seen it most. When you look at Arabian Nights rares, you'll realize how very few there are left of near mint and mint copies. They're just not out there. People bought them up, and during this freaking buyout, they disappeared, and now as things are coming back to the market, it's not the minties, it's the light played and heavy play. So that strata, and if you go and you look for an Arabian Nights and minty card, it's going to cost you as much, if not more than it got to during the run-up. So that strata has come down less, if not at all, whereas the light play and heavy play cards have come down a lot. So there's a few ways to look at it, right? And then you could even say 9.5s are not coming down as much as 9s or 8.5s. Look, there's a lot of ways to look at it, but no matter how the cookie crumbles, it's all about these layers of rarefied air. These layers where the items are just that much more difficult to get. They're expensive, but rightfully so, because they are that rare. So this stratification of the market is kind of new. In previous buyouts, it's like we're seeing the market become more complex, more savvy over time. As it should be, okay? This is the type of thing that when you look at coins, there's stratas, there's layers of value and it's really hard to describe. I'm not talking about value. I'm talking about layers of solidity, the the topmost layer is the most solid. Like, nothing's gonna fuck with that. You know, it kind of just does its thing and goes up over time, ratcheting up. The layers below that, they have different levels of interactivity when it comes to softness and, you know, being solid, right? Another interesting area where we're seeing stratification is in newer product, collector's boxes. Better sealed collector's boxes are doing better on the secondary market. Commander Legends 1, Modern Horizons 2, Eldraine, these are better collector's editions. They are maintaining, if not rising, in value. Stuff like, New Capenna dropped to $120 during the freaking Amazon drops. Modern Horizons 2 just didn't. It's collector's edition. It's interesting to see. This stratification isn't just in the old stuff, it's also in the new stuff. So when you look at the market, you have to look at the tiers, right? Like how people do these freaking tier lists. That's kind of what we're looking at, and that's kind of the strata. So anyway, look, it's just a new way. It's just a way that I've been thinking about the market for a while. It's what I've seen in this past year or so, and it's pretty interesting. I'm going to be developing it further and looking at it more from these perspective through these lenses. Yes. Anyway, you're gonna buy any cards today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link in the description. It's free and helps out a lot. Channel memberships, Patreon. Please check out my Patreon. Need new patrons. We got to do box breaks. There's not a lot of people who are into box breaks right now. Makes sense. The market's kind of suppressed. Channel memberships, all the fun things, super thanks. All this stuff goes towards equipment and, you know, upgrading the channel. So if you like the channel and you want to help, that's how. All right, take care, everybody. Peace.
Man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?
Yeah.